How frustrating is it when you go out and you're hitting with someone and they can't even get the first ball down the middle of the court to start a rally? We've all been there. I've hit against those people and I know you have too. And you don't want to be that person. You want to be able to make tennis friends because they want to hit with you because you can get the first ball started to be able to rally. So we're going to work on exactly how to do that so that you can also not only be able to rally with your tennis friends on the weekends, but be able to drop feed to yourself so that you can really improve your tennis without a ball machine, without a coach. You don't need anyone else but yourself. We're gonna first talk about feeding and getting the ball to go straight back to your partner down the middle of the court. Because like I said, that is the most frustrating thing when you're hitting with someone and they can't just drop feed to start the rally. So there are many factors that go into play here, but one of the biggest and most common that we see is actually where you do your drop feed. So some people drop feed it out here in front of them. That causes you to have to run around and be able to hit the ball if you want to be able to hit it at a good contact point. The same thing if you drop it out way too far out there. The same thing as you drop it too high or too low where you cause your problem, you have a lot of timing issues. Like I said, there are a lot of different things like racket face angle, swing path that can go along with this as well. But understanding where you should drop the ball is such a revelation to so many of our clients that come and see us. So we're going to talk about that right now. And that's going to help you to be able to get the ball straight ahead of you as well when you're drop feeding to start a rally. If I'm standing right here on this blue line, I actually want to drop at about a 45-degree angle from that. And it's going to be out in front of my left foot because I'm right-handed, but in front of my front foot. And so I want to drop about shoulder height so that the ball is going to bounce up into near my strike zone. If I toss it up like this, then I have to have really good timing to make sure that I'm hitting it into my strike zone. If I toss it too low, then I have to really open my rack face to be able to get the ball up. And so I just want to be able to hit a nice controlled swing. And so what I do is I just toss about here, like I said, shoulder height, I drop the ball, and then it's going to come up right around into my strike zone area. That's going to be the easiest way to be able to hit the ball directly straight in front of you. So you want to line up the ball with where you're trying to hit. So if I want to hit directly down the middle, I'm going to be bouncing the ball about on this blue line or the center hash mark area so that I can make contact right in front so the strings are going to be faced directly down the center of the court. So here, down the center. If I were to drop it off over here too far to the left, like directly out in front on that blue line like we talked about, then if I try to not move and hit the ball is going to go way over that side. If I drop in front of my belly button on the other extreme, then when I make contact, the ball is going to actually go way late because I'm hitting the ball too far behind me. And since my strings are pointed in this direction at this contact point, that's where the ball is going to go. It's going to go to the right side. So if I really want to make sure that it's out in front straight ahead of me, then I need to be making contact here, which means that's where I need to be dropping the ball so that I can make contact there and get the ball to go straight ahead of me. Before we talk about grips, I want to talk about why this is so important when you're working on aspects of your game in your practices. If I can't drop feed consistently, I can't create that controlled environment to where I can work on that one focused technical element. If I'm drop feeding over here and I'm working on getting under the ball, I'm not going to be able to consistently work on just that and focus on that one element because my ball toss is going to be all over the place. You need to have it be about that 45-degree angle away from your body, starting around shoulder height, dropping so that it's controlled and that it's in the same place every time. That's what's going to help you to really improve your practices and make sure that they're super singular focused on what you're trying to work on. The next thing that's really important when you're out there hitting with your friends is understanding the grip. Okay? If you have a Western forehand and you're trying to feed with that grip, you're going to be making a lot of errors. Again, if you have an Eastern forehand and you're also trying to feed a heavy topspin ball, no one's going to want to hit with you with that either. So it's really important to understand how to have continental or close to continental. Somewhere between Eastern and continental is fine as well. But that grip is going to make a huge difference when you're drop feeding, just to be able to keep your racket face angle correct and just pushing the ball down the center of the court. Nothing fancy, but it's gonna help you to make more tennis friends, trust me, when you're out there, and you're not gonna frustrate everybody on the other side of the court, because you're gonna be able to start the rally. Then from there, you can change your grip and hit a normal forehand. This is going to help you to at least get the ball where you want it to go from the very beginning.